It's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. How are you? Welcome to Saturday. It is Saturday. My goodness, the week has flown by. And this is day 3 of Vogue Knitting Live. Why do we have a cat meowing?
He came inside to eat.
And now he wants to be outside?
No, he's coming down.
Sorry, guys. The cat makes these noises, and then if we're not right on top of the noises, he decides he needs to scratch the front of it. Hello.
Hi-oh. Hey, buddy.
Oh, everybody gets to see my new pedicure?
Hey-oh. Hi, buddy. Oh, sorry.
Well, we're starting off bright and early here. Remember, it's Vogue Knitting Live. It is not Twisted Stitches. And for those of you who are here for the first time on Vogue Knitting Live, thank you so much for joining us. We do a Monday night show right here on Facebook called Twisted Stitches at 8 p.m. Eastern every Monday night. And we have a beautiful, lovely fan base. And they've gotten to know us. We've gotten to know them. And we hope that by the end of tonight, you will enjoy Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl enough that you'll want to join us on Monday nights on Facebook Live. So those of you who are here from Vogue Knitting, we do have a special discount code for you. Thank you so much for joining us. The discount code for free shipping for orders over $50 in the U.S. is VK Live. VK as in Vogue Knitting Live, all one word. Gives you free shipping in the U.S. orders over $50. And if you are outside the U.S., we will refund $10 of your shipping when you order from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl during this weekend. And that discount code stays live through Monday. So if you're doing some shopping and you decide you want to pop back, the VK Live code will work through Monday. So, Paul, do we have some visitors with us tonight?
We've got a couple of fans on. Andrea Whitmore says hi again.
Hi, Andrea. Welcome back.
Anna Maria Milani. Hello, everyone. Hello. It seems like we just saw her.
I think we did just see her. Anna Maria came to pick up an order.
Susan Meek. Hello from Ukiah, California.
Yes, she's in Ukiah. She is. And thank you so much for joining us. It's a quiet night so far.
So far?
Well, it's okay. So we'll get to show you a few things here. And if you are joining us from Vogue Knitting Live, we love our audience and we love the interaction that we have with them. So if you're new, if it's your first time, just put your name in the comments and let us know where you're from. And if there's anything you want to see as we're going through, please just put it in that comment section and we keep on top of those as much as we possibly can.
Beverly Riser, hi from chilly Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
I thought you were going to say chilly. What, did she move?
No. Kitsy Demery, hi from Cortland, New York.
Wow.
And Leslie Welsh Flaherty says hi, along with Karen Silverman Cohen. Hey, I'm back.
Well, thanks, Karen. It's good to have you back.
Diane Carosella Carmichael, happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Diane, and happy Saturday to everyone else. So I don't know, sometimes we've got some lurkers out there who are reluctant to put their names in the comment section. That's okay. We're going to give you a little bit of a background about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl and give you a taste of our little yarn shop from heaven right here in our home, because we normally operate out of a 25-foot minibus, but with COVID, things changed a little bit and we had to flip a coin and find a new way to do business. And so we did. We went from mobile to global, and we built an online audience that we just love. And we recently had a retreat where we brought a lot of those people to, we didn't bring them together. They all brought themselves together in the same location. We have a lot of fun here, and we would love to have you join us. So we have a regular yarn shop right here. Looks like a yarn shop, but it's a studio. So anything we have, you can order online. You can give us a call. We do walkthroughs through the studio all the time with FaceTime calls, and you can find us online. So online.
What's that phone number, Nitty Gritty?
Online, we are, don't jump ahead of my thoughts there, Nitty Gritty Yarn Boy. Online, we are www.nittygrittyyarngirl.com. That's nittygrittyyarngirl.com. And our phone number, should you want to call us to get some close up of what you see here or some things that you might not see that because we don't have time to show them to you, is 203-856-6755. And that's 203-856-6755. It's like a bit of a menagerie down here tonight. We got the cat's deciding he wants to be part of the show. The dog is all anxious because the cat's in the house. Oh my goodness. It's pretty interesting. So let me show you some things we've got here for you. I want to take you around. There are some things that we've been showing all weekend long. So if you've been here with us before, you might see a few repeats, and I repeat them because they are very popular. And so I want to make sure that folks who are visiting us for the first time don't miss them. And then I'll show you some other things. To give you all an idea, we work with some large distributors like Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns. And we also work with some smaller dye houses and independent dyers. And let's see, so we work with Apple Fiber Studio and Art Yarns. And I'm trying to think of what else we got here. We've got some new people coming on board in the near future. You're going to be hearing more about that as well. So let's start with, I wanted to come over here to Alyssa. Alyssa is a really interesting sweater. Let me just pull this out here a little bit so you can see. I love the shape on this sweater, and it's such an easy project to knit because it's like a big old rectangle that you can see how it's joined here at the bottom, and it's got a great fit to it. I love it. It's casual. I actually wore it with a pair of jeans, and I loved it with jeans in the winter. And this is, it's a little bit warmer for this time of year. Well, not this time of year. Actually, it's not warm at all for this time of year. It'd be great for the evenings, especially if you're doing some al fresco dining. You still want something a little warm. But Fulu is a great yarn. It's a new yarn that came out at the end of last winter, I should say, by Mirasol. And you can show, Paul, if you want to show the folks the colors of Fulu. We have the full line of colors. And Fulu is a chainette construction. It's a baby alpaca, extra fine merino wool, and polyamide. And it's a 4-weight. So, it knits up as a nice worsted weight. You can see in the sweater. And I love the texture of the yarn when you're working with it and how it feels when you're wearing it. So this is the Alessa top. And this is on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com as a kit. So we have kits on the website as well as individual skeins of yarn. So, if you see a kit that we don't have the yarn up and you'd like to learn more about the yarn, just give us a call because we don't always put the yarns up separately. Yes, Paul.
Carolyn Noller joins us from Virginia.
Hi,
and
Carolyn.
Leslie Wells Flaherty put up the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl website link as well as the phone number.
Oh, thank you.
Marissa FH says hello all, and your daughter, Jen Grant, is in the house. She says, love that sweater, Mom.
Well, I'm glad
hint,
you do.
Hint.
She
said hint, hint.
She said hint, hint.
I think I know where this is going.
Well, there are a few things. Jen was at the retreat with us, and she found a few things that she liked. So that we don't exchange gifts a whole lot anymore. I think there might be some gifts in Jen's future. Nice way of saying thank you.
But just to keep it in perspective, Jen, I'm still waiting for that Jody Long sweater we talked about last fall.
Yeah. Well, you can keep waiting because I have to get stuff done for all the other people. We need samples in our shop, and this is how I get them done. So, and speaking of that, you'll see a lot of samples here, and that's because when we offer kits, we like to at least have worked through that project once so that we know what it's going to be like, what you're going to encounter, and whether we're doing a knit along or you're knitting it on your own and you run into some questions or problems with the pattern, understanding the pattern. We want to be sure that we are able to help you through that. And that happens, I don't want to say a lot, but when it does, we're here and able to help, whether it's myself or I do have some folks who do knitting for me because I can't keep my fingers up going fast enough. So
Carolyn Noller says that would hide my angel arms. Laughing emoji. Pamela Rose Atkins is in the house, as is Kate Argenta Luth. Both say hi. And Helen Adams sharing.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, two things I want to be sure that I mention. Pam and Rod, happy anniversary. Today's Pam and Rod's happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
So we're very happy for you. You celebrate, have a good time tonight. And
do you know what version of the song that is?
It's your version. Wait a minute.
No,
I'm still going.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. It's not your turn yet.
It's the Flintstones version. When Fred and Wilma had their anniversary, Barney Rubble and Betty sang it to them.
And so
just that way.
There's one more recognition that I want to give today, and that is to Dina Justice's husband, to Brian Heck. Brian got his bachelor's degree today, and I saw that on Facebook, so I just wanted to congratulate him. Dina.
Yay!
And Brian, if you're in the house, congratulations, Brian. It was
That's awesome.
Really proud of you. Dina and Brian were at our retreat, and I'm really happy for him. He was studying away at the retreat, so good for you, Brian. Nice job.
And I thought he was sneaking away to the cafeteria. Helen Adams says, "Hey, gritty groupies."
How are you, Helen? Let me show you one more project that we knitted using Fulu. And this was one of my favorite winter projects this year, because I fell in love with the idea of a pocket shawl, but I didn't want it to look, well, I guess I don't want to say I didn't want it to look traditional, because this really is quite traditional. And I love it. So this is my version of, or my favorite pocket shawl. We have 2 pocket shawls on our website. There's this one, which is called Cozy Cables. And then there's another, River something. I can't remember it right now. But if you put pocket shawl in the search bar, you'll find it.
While you're thinking of that, Marilyn Bresler says, "I watch you all the time. First time I'm saying hi."
Well, you know what? Well, thanks for joining us all those times, and thanks for reaching out tonight, because we really do love our fans, and without you, we wouldn't be anywhere. And Nitty Gritty Yarn Girls, Twisted Stitches, or our online show started because of COVID, and we went from this little tiny group of people who were watching us the first couple of times, and thanks to you all sharing the love, we now have over 2,500 fans, 2,600 fans. We're getting up to 2,600. Before you know it, we'll reach 3,000, which is our goal for the half year mark. So we've got to just keep sharing the love and getting more people to know about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl and all the wonderful things that we have here.
Marilyn Bresler is from New York City.
Well, welcome.
And we got a bunch of people saying congratulations to the grad and anniversary to Pamela Rose Atkins.
Oh, that's great. So, I just wanted to bring this out today. Try to keep the shows at Vogue Knitting pretty diverse, because we've got some new folks who join us each time. So just wanted to do that. So those of you who are Noro fans, we're big Noro fans here. And just so you know, we carry just about all the Noro yarns and a wide variety of them. And
shall we go over to Noro Lane?
Well, we can stroll down Noro Lane if we'd like. Can you stand up there and
absolutely
look at you? He's getting better at it, guys. He's getting better every day, stronger in the knees. So if you're a Noro fan, or even if you have not knitted with Noro yarns, you might want to give them a shot, because there is such a variety here. So in our Noro group, we have Sonata. And, I should grab a Sonata project. I just put it away. So let me just quickly grab a Sonata project. Oh, here it is. Actually, I left it out because I was going to throw it on. I was cold. Yep. These are all Sonata. And this is the citrus shawl that was in the Noro magazine number 18 for this summer. Isn't that great? Look at the size. Look at the size of that thing. Isn't it great? So that's knitted with Sonata. And then we have Kumo right down here. These are both, this is listed as a 2 weight, and Kumo was listed as a 3, except that they have the exact same gauge and needle size. So I'm thinking they're interchangeable. And I would actually put them together if I was creating a project that I thought would work with, blended yarns. I like to mix yarns all the time to give, different depth to my projects. So I would put Kumo and Sonata together.
Carolyn Noller says she really likes the patterns for the pocket shawls. And Marissa FH says, yes, Noro, heart-eyed emojis.
I know, Noro, if you're not, Ben, come here a minute.
Judy Rising from South Carolina.
Hi. Whoops.
Ooh, must be happy to have gasoline again. Anna Maria Milani, pretty with your dress.
Yes, and that's why I left it out, because I was chilly down here before, and I thought I might just need to put that on. So this sweater here, this is the Anchor tee, and that's knitted with Kumo, and that's on our website as well. So this is the Anchor tee.
Oh, to the previous garment, Kate Argenta-Luth says, oh, that's pretty.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Kate. And was it? I can't remember, Kate. Was it you who was learning to knit at the retreat? Can't remember. It was one of our crocheters who decided she might become a knitter.
Judith Rising says, you said you carry art yarns. Do you have their double mohair ombre yarn?
I do.
Pamela Rose Atkins says, thank you all.
Yes, we do. And so as we're strolling down Noro Lane, we'll walk.
Oh, sorry, we got sidetracked on the Noro Lane.
Yeah, we did, but that's okay. Because we're going to go this way down Noro Lane just to show the variety.
Did you say walk this way?
I did. So when you're on our website, if you're looking for Noro yarns, if you just put Noro in there, we have the majority of our Noro on the website is in project and yarns as well. So again, if you see a yarn in a project, but the yarn is not listed separately, give us a call and we're more than happy to walk you through. So, let's go get you over here, little guy. Put him down. And what are you walking on my yarn samples for? You're even silly boy. One of the things that we have here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl for you are tasting samples. So if you've not knitted with a specific yarn before and you want to give it a try, just let us know. We wind up a little sample of it for you and we send it off to you. And you can just, it's just enough for you. They're not going to make a hat with it. It's just enough for you to get a feel for the fiber and how it feels on your hand when you're knitting with it. And, in the case of wools, is it scratchy, itchy, or is it a softer wool? So, all those things. So just keep that in mind. If there's something you want to try, just let us know. And we usually have samples that we can, if we don't have them wound already, we can wind up a small sample for you. So let's go over, because we've got someone who is asking about the ombre. This is the 2-ply ombre here from our yarns, and this is the single ply. So I just started getting these in. If there's a specific color that you want, let me know. I can order it. I've got more. We just ordered the new inspiration color will be coming out July 1st. And so we're getting our orders in for that right now. And that's always a secret until we're allowed to announce them. But pretty colors again this time around.
Lila Foster says, happy Saturday. And Greta Jane says, venison on the grill with garlic, Parmesan potatoes, and corn on the cob. Hello all, making dinner.
I think we're on our way. So we also carry Art Yarns Merino Cloud, as well as the beaded silken sequins. And so we've got a full variety there. Again, if there's something that you're looking for, we can get the silk dream. We can get all their different yarns. Just that we having had the bus, we were limited in real estate. And so we limited the different yarns that we could carry from all different vendors. Yep, that's okay. That's okay. You're just taking them into Rainbow Beach, which is one of Rainbow Beach is a great Australian superwash wool. This is a sport weight, a 2 weight, and I'm learning to use the numbers as well. Yeah, she's a little wiggly. Our mannequin here. I'm learning to use the numbers as opposed to just the names of the yarn weights, because I know more and more people are referring to them by that. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, just to show you. This is another Art Yarns project. The Art Yarns in this pink right here, the Circle of Hope shawl. And we have lots of art yarns here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and a lot of projects by Art Yarns. So if there's something I can help you with, I can't remember your name right now. Thank you so much for asking about it. You can reach me. You can call me at 203-856-6755. I don't think I can say, I don't think they all can see me better when you do that. I think it's probably harder. Or you can send me a message through our Facebook, through our either through Facebook or through our website.
That was Judith Rising.
Oh, thank you, Judith. Thank you. Here's another Art Yarns project that we have on our website. Actually, we have this two different ways. We have it listed two different ways on the website. This is Bojagi. Bojagi was one of the projects that was offered at the retreat as a retreat project. And here we have it knitted using art yarns. And you can see we put the beaded silk, the beaded sequins in there to give it a little sparkle. This was really a very, very lovely pattern. Pam Atkins did a great job knitting this for us, and we just love it. And so this is available on our website in both art yarns, and then you'll also find it again using Apple Fiber Studios Macintosh.
Pamela Rose Atkins is the GOAT.
Now, what's that?
Greatest of all time.
And so art yarns, Apple Fiber Studio yarns are right here. And we carry their Macintosh, and we're also carrying their mohair, which is called, I don't know why I can't find the name of their mohair.
Hey, buddy.
Why don't they have that listed here? They're usually really good about that.
Meow.
Oh, delicious. It's delicious. All the Apple Fiber Studio yarns are named after animals, apples. So this is delicious. And these are on our website as well. We're getting, the mohair is it's started last winter, and it's becoming more and more popular. It's not getting less popular. Mohair is being used alone, as a single fiber for knitting, as well as a carry along and some others. So, if you're looking to make a sweater that's got a mohair blend in with it, you can hold a fingering weight and a mohair together. Or there's a pattern by Iris Schreier that we had at the retreat. I think it's called Sonoma something. Hold on a minute here, because it just was beautiful. Sonoma Sunset, was it? Hold on, I'll find that.
And for those of you who have met the camera guy, you know that I could use some mohair.
Really? Really? What was that? Are you kidding?
Jillian Goldrich in the house. I made it again. And Mary Brinkman from Nebraska. Hello, everyone. Headed to the porch to sip wine. We'll watch tomorrow.
Oh, well, you go have a good time. I was going to say, I'm going to come and sip wine with you.
And Greta Jane says, I never asked you, do you carry Madeline Tosh?
I do not, at least not at the moment. If it's something that we have enough call for, I will certainly be happy to look for it.
And Helen Adams says, could not find the delicious on the website.
Oh.
Call the studio to order it, 203-856-6755. Thank you, Helen. Andrea Whitmore says, ha, ha, ha.
So here's the Sonoma Dream sweater that I just thought was so beautiful. We had that at the retreat as a sample, and it just flows so nice. When I saw it on Ravelry, it didn't strike me right away, but looking at it in person, oh my goodness, it was so pretty. And you know, we all do our best.
Was that the one outside of the morning dining area on Sunday?
Oh no, no, the people were going crazy with the outside of the morning. That was Lily. I think it was Lily sweater, knitted with
Watch the cat.
Cumulus Rainbow. That was one that was really very popular that day. Very popular.
Ray Sean D. Jones is in the house. Says hi, everyone.
You have your own way of welcoming everybody. You just have your own way.
I'm just waiting for Rita to show up. I love that. I love doing that one. That's one of my favorite ones.
So those of you who haven't been to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, you notice that we have the Bojagi in 2 different yarns. We like to do that to show you how different fibers work up in different, you know, in different sizes using the same pattern. So I'm going to carry this little girl over here. Here, the famous and very popular night shift shawl is, we have it knitted here using Noro Ito. Can you see that way?
Yeah, okay. That's perfect. They're both in the screen.
And then here using Painted Sky. And this is a worsted weight, and Ito is an Aran weight. This is 100%. This is superwash wool, and this one is 100% wool. And so you can see how the different yarns and how the sizes are different. The texture, well, of course, the texture of the yarn is different. But when you use Painted Sky, you'll need 4 skeins of yarn, 4 different colors to get the effect. But if you're using Noro Ito, you'll only need 2 skeins. Paul? What?
2 things. Andrea Whitmore said, "Hey, buddy, I know she's not talking to me this time. She's talking to Ray Sean D. Jones."
Ray Sean. That's correct.
And when I said that, the person's name I like to say, Rita Johnson Cotterman says, "I'm here," with cool face emoji from Eureka, California.
Well, you know, Rita, he was waiting for you to show up.
Oh, I'm so glad. How's Doug?
We were just talking about how Paul has his own way of acknowledging everyone who logs on to the show. And he says, "I can't wait for Rita to show up." And there you are. So I don't know if you two have a little thing going on here where you hear him and you hop on the show, or what it is. But you know what? I was just looking at this.
What's that?
Look at this. This is pretty. This is a pretty cool thing with what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Our little Patriot Games shawl. Look how cute that looks. There you go. That's pretty. With the red, white, and blue, and blue and white.
Anna Maria Milani said that really shows the difference when they're side by side.
Yeah, doesn't it? And when we went away for a little weekend in the fall, and I brought this with me. We were still outside dining because there was no inside dining, and I brought this. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you what, I was nice and toasty warm in the cool evenings down at the Jersey Shore. This was perfect. Just really perfect. So
Andrea Whitmore says Painted Sky is lovely yarn. I have that yarn with a different kit.
Oh yeah, Painted Sky is great. I'll show you where this is.
Ooh, Rita Johnson Cotterman says he is tearing apart the kitchen. It really rolls off well when he announces me.
Yeah, it rolls off really well. For him. For who, as we say here. So here are some of the great, we've got some new colors of Painted Sky in. So this is Green Bay. And I love the way the colors flow in this Painted Sky. It's really a cool yarn. And this one is Rio Grande. So you know how you see you've got the purples with the blue and then the blues with the purple. And look how you come inside here and how dark that one is. And so they really whoa avalanche here. So they really work nicely together. I mean, wouldn't that be pretty? So that one is actually, let's see, we got Green Bay, Rio Grande, Mulberry Splash, and the more color you have in these in the night shift shawl, the more that the more contrast you have, the more fun the project is. I'm trying to get them all together that way.
Greta Jane says the purple is really pretty.
Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. I love this yarn. It's really, and I love the feel of it. It's just a nice, it's a super wash wool, and it's a worsted weight. So great yarn. We do have kits on the website using Painted Sky.
Are we supposed to show Greta Jane this dress?
Not yet. That's tomorrow. Speaking of which, if you're new joining us tomorrow, we're going to be doing a Jody Long Trunk show. We've got we have garments from Jody's new book, Warm Days, and what's the other one? Summer Garden. Hold on. We're going to be doing Summer Garden, Warm Days, and then there's, oh, here's the new baby one. And as Jody says, little dumplings. I love it.
But wait, there's more.
What's
You're
this?
also going to see.
What else are we going to see, Paul?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're also going to see Jody Long because he's going to be here with us. So not here with us, like physically, but he will be joining us from Turkey, live with StreamYard. Here we'll be live streaming the show, and Jody will be here to talk about his yarns and his fashions. And if you've never met him, he is the most likable person. And what I love about Jody is the pride that he takes in everything he does, from choosing the yarns, the fibers for the yarn, to choosing the colors, and then creating the different fashions. He puts a lot of thought into his work. He's young, but he's been around for a long time, publishing books and publishing books and patterns for so long. So these are the things that we're going to be looking at. The yarns that we're going to be looking at tomorrow this is using Summer Delight, his new yarn.
You know what I love about Jody Long?
You love all things Jody Long.
Everything.
Yeah, you do. This is a great Summer Garden is a book with adult patterns using the My Little Sunshine yarn, which is an organic cotton and acrylic blend. And that's exactly what this is knitted with. The sweater,
Don't look, Greta Jane.
And that one. And then we're also going to be looking at Little Dumplings, which are designs for children from birth to 5 years old. And then we've got some designs from Jody's Summer Breeze book as well. And another look at the lovely Valentina sweater that we had a great time on our knit along. So by the way, if anyone's still working on their project, you might want to send us pictures so we can share them tomorrow with on the show with Jody, or even if you're done with your project.
Greta Jane says Jody Long is the absolute best designer ever.
He does a great job. Yes, he understands design, and he does a great job with it. So I'm going to put this away for now. And
look at Ben up on the hill.
Yeah, like Benny Hill. Remember that show? Does anybody remember Benny Hill? Oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. So those of you who have been following along with the Alaris Knit Along, which is now done, but I've been showing you my sweater the past couple of days, but I decided to put it on a mannequin today. And I'm really excited now that it's on the mannequin because I just love it that much more. Once I blocked it, there are so many people who say they don't block their garments. I'm a firm believer in it. There are some things that I might not, like socks and hats and things like that. But I just find that any garment that I'm going to want to wear, I just want to block it. And if I actually have pictures of this before blocking and after, so that you can show the difference. And important to know that when you block, you're not changing the shape of the garment. You're finishing the garment. You're giving it a finished look. And, you know, it helps the fiber to relax and fall nicely. We're using Chi Chi by Mirasol. This is a summer weight yarn that's got some cotton and linen, a little bit of wool in it. And I just thought this would be a perfect yarn for this Alaris top. And so I haven't finished my collar, but so this, I wanted you to see how pretty that's going to look as it goes around the sweater. So the collar just is very drapey around the top of the sweater. So this pattern is now available. This kit is now available on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. And it's called Ilaris, ILLARIS. Yes.
Greta Jane says, LOL, Paul. There, I have no grandchildren to knit for. And LOL, Benny Hill. Laughing face emojis followed up by Rita Johnson Cotterman. Ha 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 ha. Benny Hill was a crazy funny.
Wasn't he? Oh my gosh, I remember him. So
Linda Whitsim says, that looks wonderful.
Come here, little guy. So we got a little guy who's just a little bit needy today. And he loves our fans. And so every now and then we have to give him some love. And so speaking of giving some love, we love when our fans share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And if you're new here for the first time, we would love for you to like our page and share our page so that we can then share our appreciation with you by pulling a name from our sharing bucket every time we go live.
Why don't we show them how it's done?
Didn't you think I was going to? Why do you think I'm telling them about it?
Linda Whitsim says, I already read that. Helen Adams says, I love Benny Hill. Greta Jane says, so beautiful.
So we're all dating ourselves.
That's
I mean,
it.
if you remember Benny Hill,
Means you're old.
that's quite a long time ago. So
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Who wants to win something today?
last night we actually found a ball of yarn at the bottom.
And the winner is
Wendy Perius-Knopf.
Yay!
Yay, Wendy, you haven't won in a while.
She won today.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So we've been on 3 days, and we've got 3 winners so far. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've got Donna Hollow so far, Michelle Hirschfeld, and today, Wendy Perius-Knopf.
Yay!
So remember to like and share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and your name might get pulled from the sharing bucket. And once these gifts are sent out, you can get what we'll send you. We have books, we have magazines, we've got yarn, we've got needles, so many things. Oh, and you know what? You might get some Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl swag too.
Ooh.
So we got some new swag in recently from the retreat. Let me show you.
Greta Jane says, the dog. I mean, LOL. Oh, she said, oh, Ben, yes. Yeah, the dog, not Benny Hill. Ben, not Benny.
So here we've got our new our Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl tumblers. Fun stainless steel tumbler. Outside tumbler with a acrylic inside. It's got a screw cap on it. And the reason we have these is because we just had our retreat and people are asking for some fun stuff. So we've got it for you. And then we've got our Gritty Groupies hat. It says, I'm a Gritty Groupie on it. So these are on our website as well. The more you become a fan of Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, the more you may want to have one of those. So,
Anna Maria Milani says, love the swag. Leslie Welsh Flaherty congratulated Wendy.
That's cool. Thank you, Leslie. We've got some more crocheters joining us recently. So we want to make sure that we have everybody supplied and equipped with all the things they need. So in addition to carrying Likey's knitting needle, exchangeable. And my son used to call reversible exchangeable. Interchangeable needles. We're also carrying the
You'll
Likey,
like those.
the Likey crochet hooks as well. I actually haven't had a chance to get these on the website yet. They'll be on there.
Put down the bonbons. Get back to work.
Right? That's what I get for having a day a Mother's Day.
Helen Adams says, Gritty Groupie, great stuff with a link. And Andrea Whitmore, swag and yarn.
Swag and yarn. Hey, you never know. We also, we haven't talked about our pom-poms. It's going to be time to knit hats before you know it. You know why?
Yeah.
Because hats are fun to knit in the summer. They go for Anna Maria Milani. Hats are fun to knit any time of year. We have our resident hat knitter. But the pom-pom is a great thing, to finish off your hat.
No animals were injured in the making of these pom-poms.
They were not, because these are faux fur. And let me just shake those out. These are on our website, our pom-poms. Look at that. But for faux fur, I mean, you can't get better than that. Look at them. They're just beautiful. And they've got the snaps, so you can take them off your hat when you launder the hat. It's a great thing. And you can also switch them from hat to hat, which is pretty cool. You already have that beard. You don't need to put that there. And they come in a variety of colors. And let me grab a hat.
Rita Johnson Cotterman, any suggestions for chemo hats?
Chemo hats. Hold on a second. So, here we've got this cute little pom-pom. I just love this pom-pom because it goes so well. It's got such great texture. But, putting a pom-pom to finish up any hat is always a great little accompaniment. So chemo hats, you want to make sure that if you are knitting chemo hats, that you know what fiber they're requesting, because sometimes they actually have a requirement for the fibers. You want something nice and soft. A lot of times cotton, acrylic blends. I would certainly, My Little Sunshine. I'm going to grab the ball of My Little Sunshine here. And, this is a beautiful yarn, and it's a cotton and acrylic blend. And something like this would be lovely. And, if there's someone watching the show who's either worn or has made chemo hats, please feel free to, pitch in here with your comments on it, because I've not actually knitted any yet. So I could certainly look into that, though, and give you some. I think the first most important thing is fiber content, and then we can go to patterns.
Helen Adams says, as a survivor, I can tell you softer than soft.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Helen. And so when I look at this, this is definitely something that My Little Sunshine is a softer weight, a softer yarn. Jody Long's Chow, another really soft yarn. This is a superwash, extra fine merino wool. So it is a wool, but it's a very, very soft. So those are things that I would use, but I'm going to do a little bit of research to see, because sometimes they, like I said, there are requirements. And another yarn that is super, super soft is Cumulus and Cumulus Rainbow.
What's the makeup of that yarn?
This is a 94% cotton and 6% nylon. So, that's another that I think would work fine if you're looking for nice soft yarns for things like that. So
Greta Jane is asking, what's that purple sweater? She missed that before.
You missed that because you're busy cooking, good girl. That is called the Alessa top, and it's knitted with Fulu by Mirasol. And the Alessa top and Fulu yarns, and this is another project using Fulu, are both on the website.
Rita Johnson Cotterman says thank you.
You're very welcome.
And Helen Adams says also, surprisingly, a lighter weight hat. Everyone thinks super warm, but I wanted just a lightweight hat to sleep, which is kind of what Anna Maria made for me. That I slept in the hat that she made when I was feeling freezing cold from surgery.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good to know too, because you just want something to keep your head, keep the warmth on your head. And there's also someone who sent me a message the other day and was saying that she's a survivor and she has very fine hair now, and so if she's not wearing wigs, she's wearing hats. And so I would think as you get into the warmer weather, you know, you don't want to have a real heavy hat either.
Greta
So,
Jane says thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm looking to see. So we've got some brand new yarns that have come in recently. And believe it or not, spring yarns are still coming in. Usually by March and April, the majority of your spring yarns are in because of COVID and in the shipping. First of all, it was manufacturing and then it was shipping. And so there were delays in getting the spring and summer yarns in. And so we are still getting a lot of things in for summer. For example, with Noro Sonata, we've got some colors on order still. We've got colors on order with the Noro Kakigori. And then, though, we have some new yarns that have come in that are really a lot of fun. And if you go on our website and you look up Dungarees Paint, I'll see if I can get some pictures tomorrow. Although we probably won't have time tomorrow with Jody on. It's probably going to take the whole hour. But we've got some really great patterns using this new yarn by Queensland Collection. It's a sport weight yarn. There's a great Naira. The Naira wrap is a great new pattern that's up there. And this is made from spun from recycled jeans. So this is you know what yarn this is, Paul?
Is that the cotton candy yarn?
This is the cotton candy yarn because it's 95% cotton and 5% other fibers. And Paul has determined that those other fibers are cotton candy. So I'm not sure how, but we now refer to all these lovely colors of Dungarees Paint as the cotton candy yarn. But I do love the patterns that came out of this. Now this, talk about textural, where you touch a yarn like this. It's like Chow. Thank you very much, Brain, for kicking in. And then you touch a yarn like Dungarees Paint. There's a vast difference in the feel of these yarns. This is a more coarse fiber. You think jeans. Think of how jeans feel, and you take the fibers from jeans and you spin that into a yarn, and it's a great yarn. And as they both are, but they are totally different. And as I'm holding these two in my hands, I'm looking over here at the bejazzle, and I'm just going to turn this, Paul, so that you can you see that way? Yeah. Okay. So this is bejazzle. We just put this up on the website a couple of days ago, and boy, oh boy, is it flying. And this is a shawl that is knitted with two different texture yarns. So we've paired it up with Chow and Queensland Perth, and you can see here. The reason why I turned to that, let me get my train of thought and share it with you. So this uses two different weight yarns, and it's important to have the two different weights because you have your what they call the spines up here, kind of like a little. My daughter said it looks like Aquaman, but it's just so cool. And then you have what they call the webs, and by using the two different weights of yarn, the webs really show up nicely between the weight difference, the weight contrast, and the color contrast. So when we put these kits together, we wanted to be sure that we put both in there. So what we did originally was we teamed it up with these yarns right here. You can see how we've got the Chow paired up with the Queensland Collection Perth. So this is a DK weight, and here we have a fingering weight. And so the difference in the yarn weight and the textures work really, really well together to create that great design. But as I was holding this, I was thinking, Look at that. How would that work together? That's pretty cool. So you could do something like that as well. So you want to make sure that when you're doing bejazzle, you have different textures and different weights that you're working together. We have several different combinations on our website of this. If this is something that you see and you say, well, I'd like to use different yarns or different colors, just give us a call. But let me show you how this is.
Greta Jane says, oh, I really have to go see you tomorrow.
So let's, and this can be worn so many different ways, this little bejazzle. And it is quite jazzy. And there's a whole story about the pattern on the website. I mean, on our website, because I quoted the designer.
Rita Johnson Cutterman says,
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable. Laughing face emoji.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. The cotton candy sounds reasonable. If you're Paul, it sounds reasonable. Anything sounds reasonable if it's coming through Paul's mindset.
Anna Maria Milani says, so pretty in person. Helen Adams, I am drooling over that one.
Yeah. Well, Anna Maria stopped by to pick up some yarns today, and so she got the chance to see this firsthand. And it really is. It's quite a work of art. And, I call it one of these a showstopper, because whenever you wear it, people are going to say, "Oh my God, that is such a beautiful shawl." It really is that pretty. What was that, Paul?
Marissa FH says, what did she say? Bejaggle, nice pattern and design. Need to look on your website for yarn and color combos. And she also says, how wide is your bejaggle?
How wide is it? Well, let's just take a peek, because I know I think you said you were working on one as well. Let me grab my tape measure.
And Rayshawn D. Jones says, I like that shawl.
I don't blame you, Rayshawn. It's really quite cool. All right, Paulette, find your tape measure. Oh, I know where it is. I always put things where I'm not going to lose them, and then I lose them. So when we talk about depth here with shawls, it's always so hard, because I like to find its deepest point and measure. So I'm going to go here like this. And for sake of, so it's 21 inches on the mannequin. Yeah, just 21 inches. Now, when I'm knitting, I always hold it loose and measure that way. Let's find my point there. And that brings it to 22. So I would say, 21, 22 inches. And so now, if you're working with different weight yarns, Marissa, I'd be curious about your finished size, the finished size of yours as well. That'd be very interesting to see.
Helen Adams says, so jealous that Anna Maria Milani gets to have you as her local yarn shop. We're everybody's local yarn shop, just online, a mouse click away.
I am happy to say, I know it's really hard that you can't walk in the door and see. Well, at the retreat, we pretty much bring the whole yarn shop to the retreats when we do that. And by the way, we have dates for the new retreat. The next retreat.
You're going to hear it here first.
Yes, it's not even on the website. It's not even on the website yet. That was me pushing against the hanger there. Not on the website yet. So
Helen Adams says, but personal shopping with Paulette is the best. She works so hard to get you the perfect yarn and yarn matchup. Perfect pattern and yarn matchup.
So we are looking at November 12, 13, and 14. November 12, 13, and 14. So write that date down. George Stray says, write that down, make a little note. And hopefully you'll be able to join us at the next retreat. If you were at the last one, hopefully you can join us again. If you weren't, we're looking forward to more and more people coming. So we're really excited about it. And we're going to go right back to the same place we were, because they did such a fine job. And no matter how many places I look right now, it has the best. The Water's Edge in Westport, Connecticut, is a beachfront resort, and it is just gorgeous. It's got a spa. It's light. It's airy. It's welcoming, and
service was awesome.
The service was awesome. The accommodations are great. The grounds are lovely, and we have the grand ballroom, which overlooks the water. And we're going to have more soft seating. We're going to have enough soft seating for all the participants this time. I take all the comments we get seriously, and that was the one thing that I could have done better. And so we'll make sure we're doing that the next time around. So we'll have all soft seating as well as all of our activities in the same room, which keeps us together and having a fun time. And we'll have more. Now that we're going to be doing more games and more activities as part of the retreat, where this time we had to still work very carefully and closely with social distancing. And as the as pieces of the restrictions get lifted, little pieces each time, not only do we get more back to more normalcy in our lives, but we get back to more normalcy in our activities. And so I'm looking forward to that. And so keep an eye on the website.
Anna Maria Milani says, yes, I am very blessed.
Yes, you are very blessed.
Marissa F8.
And so are we, though, because we get to see you. This is true. We get to see you. And, every now and then, Anna Maria, it's really funny. You build such great relationships. We built such great relationships with our community. And whether you're close or you're far away, we do our best to keep you close in our hearts all the time, and stay in communication and touch. As a matter of fact, there was someone who was a regular on our show and our knit-alongs, and I haven't heard from her in a little while, and so I sent off a message today to make sure that she's okay. And each time I do that, I hold my breath and make sure that I hear back and make sure that everybody's okay. So we do love our fans, and we are so glad that you were here with us tonight on Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. I know that there are lots of vendors at Vogue Knitting Live. It's a big event, and they hold it once a month, and there are so many vendors for you to see. So we really do appreciate that you were here with us. Please remember to like our page and share our page, so that you get notifications when we go live again. Yes, Paul.
All right. So Marissa FH says, thanks. Mine doesn't. I'm not quite sure what that refers to. Helen Adams says, save the date. Retreat November 12th through 14th. And Anna Maria Milani says, mark your calendar, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Yes.
Gina Bates is here. Says hi.
Gina, you have a wonderful knack for timing, sweetheart. You have a wonderful knack for timing. And so do we. It is now 6:58.
Oh, real quickly. Jeannie McLean says, and don't worry if you're coming alone. I did and made some great friends.
Oh, how sweet of you to say that, Jeannie.
Jillian Goldrich says, same for me.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we had social distancing at our table, so we had the table set up for only 5 people, but we wound up with tables with 10 people. So, everybody has a great time, and we're so glad you're there. And you know what, Paul? I'm pulling another name out of the basket.
Oh, bonus.
Yeah, I'm just in the mood.
Who wants to win?
I'm just in the mood because I can.
Oh, and Gina Bates, replay, baby.
Lynn Lutz-Coons. Lynn Lutz-Coons.
Yeah.
You are the winner of our second drawing today. We'll see you all here tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern. Gina, 1 p.m. Eastern. Jody will be here with us. So that's what, 11, 10, 9 o'clock your time. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Have a great night. Stay safe.
You got another 10 seconds.
You can end it if it's okay.
No, you can't.
Why you can't?
Well, I don't know. You can be like on time or over, but you can't be short.
Oh, okay. Well, so I can keep talking. We love you. Good night, all. We'll see you tomorrow.